Oh yeah!
Woo! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hold up. I got too much coffee coursing through my veins. Let me get the coffee out real quick. Okay, I'm good to go. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and this is totally inspired by David 504. But I thought what I would do is I would ask some of my buddies who are just amazing professional musicians to give me a lick. You know, a lick that's, you know, they're all way better than I am. So I'm like, give me a lick. It's way above my pay grade. I want to break it down and just kind of show how I would break down learning a lick that is essentially too hard for someone to play, because that's what this lick is. And the first person up is the amazing Sean Tubbs. So I'm going to break down this lick. If you want tabs for it, you can. Make sure that you go and subscribe to Sean's channel. Sean is one of my favorite guitar players, like, ever. You know, once I heard his playing, you know, probably 5 years ago now, instant favorite. So go check him out and all his videos. He has a lot of cool lessons that he's been doing recently. So let's just go ahead and see what the lick is from Sean, the nerd.
Oh yeah!
Hey Baker, nerd, Sean Tubbs here. I challenge you to play this.
Alright, so noticeably different than anything that I would normally play. Like I said, I'm a lowly rock guy. So a lick like this is, again, above my pay grade. So right away, the lick is incredibly intimidating. But I noticed something off the bat of it, and this is really just how I go about learning stuff. First thing I try to figure out is the key, and luckily, Sean gave that away to us with his opening. I'm like, okay, so we're working out of the key of D, and then he goes into something that is crazy here. So I'm gonna take some time here. I got the video on my phone, and I am going to mess around with this here for a little bit and see what I can do with it. Now, I am cheating a little bit because obviously I have the video to look at his fingers. I honestly don't know if I could figure a lick out like this without having, you know, the video in front of me. I have no clue how people would figure out these crazy licks just by ear alone. Like, I'm using my ear, but I'm using the video too. I'm trying to watch what fingers are moving for Sean. And like I said, I have no clue how someone could learn something like this with just their ear. I am, you know, truly enamored by people who can do that. My ear's just not that good. If you're familiar with Sean's style, he has this really cool way of sounding out sometimes when he's really not that out. And it's something that I love about his playing is he can sound in when he wants to, he can sound out, and he can sound out while he's actually in. It's I don't know. It's a Tubbs thing for sure. So like I said, all together, only one note out of that is, actually none of them are out. I mean, it's like a tritone thing, but look at it. Root, root, flat 5, and then back to your 4. Literally none of those notes are out of the key of D, like D blues. Now he does get this one. This is kind of a funky one. Is that minor 2.
One eternity later.
So this is the lick slow. This is the, you know, the best I could do with it is this. Oh nope. And he ends it bluesy. Well, the whole thing's almost all blues, but he ends it very bluesy, and he's using fingers I'm not used to. Is pinky and ring. Gets that major 6. It's a cool lick. I'm going to be using this one all the time. The second title for this video, how to steal licks from amazing guitar players. So, so that's the lick. And let me spend some time here messing with it, and I'll break the lick down for you here in a second. But I'm just going to practice it and try to get up to speed. Alright, so I've practiced it for a while now. and I'm going to play it the best I can right now, but I'm going to explain something that I'm doing wrong that I can't get under my fingers, at least not this quick. I would need some time to work on this. But this is what it is, basically, the best I can play it. Okay, so that's about as good as I'm going to get that for now, without spending a lot of time on it. The lick is really, really cool, so I'm going to break down each note for you of the lick, and kind of, like I said, give little tips that I was doing along the way, because my eyes were recognizing some things, and my ears were recognizing some, and others were super foreign to me, and I have no clue what they are that he's doing. Like I said, I was watching the video and trying to pick the notes out. But anyway, so it starts out like this, and this like a tritone kind of thing. That was the first part I figured out. Boom, ba-da-dum, boom. So I'm starting on 10 of the lowest string, and I'm doing this all out of D minor. Not necessarily all D minor pentatonic, just kind of D minor in general, with all the D minor notes. So 10 on the low E string, 12 on the D, and then 11, pull off the 10 on the A. I have no clue how I was picking this lick. I just ran with whatever felt natural. Now, the tricky part here for me is then he uses his pinky to get 13 on the D. And Sean, if I play something wrong, feel free to, like, you know, tell me in the comments. Just be like, dude, I didn't play that note. Now, this is what I saw here. This, which is reminded me almost of like a diminished thing, but I don't know. It's going 12 on the A, to 11 on the D, to 10 on the G. Right there, so you have... Okay, so that's the first like little passage of the lick, and that's really the first thing that I practiced over and over again. Obviously I need to practice it more, but... I'm alternate picking it all. Now I go up here and I grab 13 on the G, and you pull off to 9. This was, to me, the weirdest section of the whole thing, was this move down. I didn't understand it. Right there, it's tricky. My fingers kept getting, you know, basically like tongue-tied, finger-tied. They got messed up. Okay. So we have that. So after that 13 to 9, it goes 10, 11. That shape again. I don't know what it is, but I love it. So... But what he did here was he did it in more of like a blues way. Is what I thought was really interesting. So he kind of walks back up that same pattern he just descent. He goes, so, do it again. It's one of those licks I can't start in the middle of it. So after you end on that 11, you go 10, 11, to 10 on the D, to 9. Now, one of the things about Sean's style that I've noticed is he likes to slide in and out of notes a lot. So here, we enter in almost straight blues at this point. So after that weird lick... He slides up to his flat 5, so 12 to 13 on the G. And I should comment before, that's what he did there before. Just flat 5. So many of these notes are in. I don't know how he makes them sound out in like that cool way, but... So you walk back up, 12, slide to 13, so... Now this is going to be 10 on the B and high string. So again, like I said, we were literally just doing like a blues lick. And here he adds some really cool notes, again, into this blues idea. And here we're going into essentially box 2. But he does it with his pinky, which made it really difficult for me. But I was trying to play it like him. And you're going to grab, so that's 15 on the high E string to 13 on the high, pinky to middle finger, and he bends that up to that major third. So many notes are happening in here. And then you go to 15 on the B, 14 on the G, 12, another kind of like, not odd note, but just like, you know, I naturally want to go do that one. That's what I would go to. He goes to the major 6, so. Okay, so. Now he grabs 15, which is your root note, and he bends it up a step and a half, and he goes up a little bit more, so, and resolves it. So the whole thing, real nice and slow again, would be like this. So that's the lick. Now, something I could not get under my fingers is this weird bounce that Sean has to this lick. I couldn't get it. I think it's something that would take me a lot more time than, you know, what I have right now to put into it. I'm going to keep working on it and try to get it. But it's not swing. It's, I don't know, it just bounce. It's kind of, it actually reminds me of kind of like Nuno, how he would kind of bounce around on the on his phrasing sometimes. But Nuno or like Warren DeMartini, both of them had this bounce to their playing. It wasn't necessarily swing. It was just this weird kind of like bounce of the note. So that's kind of what the vibe I was getting. So I can't get mine to sound exactly like Sean. I just need to like obviously put more time into it and keep my computer from going to sleep. And that's it. So again, you know, a huge shout out to Sean. Make sure you subscribe to him. Check out, he has a lesson pack thing available now. It is incredible. And like I said, just make sure you subscribe to him. If you want to see more of these videos, I'll ask some more of my buddies. And leave suggestions if you want me to ask, you know, someone who I might know. So other than that, we're going to bounce on out of here, guys. I will be seeing you all later. Hope you enjoyed this. You know, like I said, get the tabs. And I'm going to see you all later. Bye, guys. Whoop!